The human body is definitely a fascinating thing, and what all it takes to actually function is mind blowing. But similarly to when I was in school, going into wanting to know about different cells and what they do is not too fascinating to me. Now, granted, that all kind of changed back a couple years ago when David Productions adapted the first manga into an anime, and I immediately fell in love. I thought it was a fantastic series. Essentially, it makes human personifications of different cells and what they do in the human body, and kind of shows you how they function, almost as if they're in like a modern society, going down streets and delivering packages that are H2O or whatever, or oxygen. And it was fantastic. It was a really fun little ride going through that. And I guess not only did they want to bless us with a second season of it, again being done by David Productions, the second season of Cells at Work, but they also decided to, apparently, another studio make a spin-off manga into an anime adaptation, which is Code Black. And I'm loving it. Now, granted, there is a small side of me that's like, I don't know, this might actually turn into an extreme case of fatigue, because not only you're watching one full episode of a show, you're essentially getting another you're almost getting 2 episodes a week of Cells at Work, because they pretty much work similar in both situations. It does feel like the writing's a little bit more mature on the Code Black side, not just the violence, because Cells at Work has always been known for like gory violence when the white blood cells and the T cells get in there and they start fighting things. It's just like a massacre that's happening. The macrophage is just cleaving stuff with a gigantic cleaver, and these germs and stuff are just getting hacked and slashed like they shouldn't be respected as a living being. But more so on the fact that Code Black is hitting on more kind of adult things, like the damages of smoking, alcohol, sexually transmitted diseases, and of course, actual functions of the sexual extremities of a body, in order to, for humor and actually knowledge. So it is a curious thing. You kind of have these two sides of the same coin that are kind of doing the same thing but slightly different. And I do appreciate them both for their own kind of cool takes on things. But I will say that I obviously believe that the original Cells at Work is definitely the better of the two, mainly because I don't really, and I think it does help having the two being airing on the same season, because you're essentially giving yourself that reprieve from Code Black by getting another episode of the original series kind of meshed in with it. Of course, the second season of Cells at Work is only going to be running for 8 episodes, so it's not going to be around for too long. But I just feel like Code Black is a little bit too dark. Like, it's too heavy. To the point where it doesn't feel like it has any point in it, that it feels like it's giving me a breath of air. It's just constantly, things suck, things suck, things suck. It's obviously, it's a body that's dying. It's a body that's got an insane amount of stress being given to it, because it's not. It's portraying a body that's not taking care of somebody that's not taking care of themselves. So it's in its dire situation, and the body the person themselves keeps pushing it further and further into more unhealthiness. And so the cells in there working are pretty much to the point of giving up. They're like, this is how it is, kind of thing. Whereas the original series is more kind of, here's a body and we'll throw something at it here and there. Let's have it overreact to, sinuses or something like that. A mosquito bite. Over here, regular Cells at Work, we have a mosquito bite. Over here, Cells at Work, Code Black. You're smoking again after 10 years, and the lungs are going nuts and all this kind of stuff. You induced a lot of alcohol. Your liver's failing, all that kind of stuff. So it is nice. Like I said, it is nice to have that kind of contrast between the two of them. The I guess the other interesting thing is they chose to, most of the genders of all the different cells remain the same with Code Black. The only thing they changed was the white blood cells in Code Black are females and the red blood cells are male. Which I thought would be a nice change for once, but with such a grim situation that Code Black is in, with the body that is basically failing in every way. We're just giving a main character who's basically Shinji Ikari. So he's just whining all the time. And I'm just waiting for the moment that he just kind of curls up on a chair somewhere and says, I want to go home, I want to go home, want to go home, want to go home. Yeah, he's a little bit of a whiner. But at least the white blood cells are awesome, and I love seeing them on the scene. Of course, I enjoy the white blood cell, even in the original series. He's just really cool. But yeah, here, not so much. I'm wanting them to take the white blood cells from Code Black and put them with the red blood cells in the original series, and just make a new series with that. We'll just get rid of the boys altogether. Make a Yuri Cells at Work. Here we go. We're set. We're set in stone. It's gonna happen, people. But yeah, so far overall, really been enjoying both series. Like I said, I do believe that Code Black is a little bit overly heavy, but I'm hoping that there'll be. They kind of they try to throw little glimpses of hopes in there every now and then, with like the red blood cell at some point really wants to help the body they're in procreate, and they of course kind of squash it really quickly afterwards by saying, yeah, it's not like this doesn't always happen for reproducing. He's like, what happened to the cells that went out? Yeah, there ain't no telling where they went. So it's like the one moment you have some kind of hope in Code Black, it's just thrown away really quickly. The great stay of the liver, and suddenly it just turns into, oh yeah, by the way, the liver's failing. Every sense of hope this person gets. No wonder you're a Shinji main character, red blood cell. But yeah. Anyways, it's been a lot of fun. Like I said, I've been enjoying revisiting the original Cells at Work again with the second season with that one. Got to see the platelets leader. That was a lot of fun as well. So it's just a fantastic series. And then I know this is probably echoed for when we talked about the original Cells at Work adaptation a while back, but it serves to be repeated. Cells at Work is a fantastic series. Definitely go check out the original first series if you haven't already. And if you've already checked that out, you should be checking out these two new series as well. Like I said, I'm kind of mixed with how dark Code Black is so far. If it's something that's gonna be enjoyable in the long run, just because of how heavy it is, but it's still a great addition overall. It's a fun way to learn about the body. Of course, a lot of it is stuff that I remember back from when I was in school, but it is cool to kind of get a refresher on a lot of the stuff, and to learn new things about the human body, and remind us to take care of ourselves, I guess, in the end. Take care of yourselves. Like, even the smallest scratch, you don't want to lose those poor little red blood cells. And put those poor platelets at the mercy of your scabs and stuff. It's just not good. They're just, let them be happy inside your body. So yeah, that's my first impressions of Cells at Work second season, and the Cells at Work Code Black. I don't think I even mentioned that at the beginning of it. This is the first impression of both of them. It'll be in the title. You know what you're coming here for. But as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you can. It really does help us out. And as always, you all take care.